The Light TV show, showing on ABS television Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m.
You're welcome back to the Light TV show, and I tell you what, the backstage conversation is actually more intriguing than what you're watching now. But don't worry, we'll try to bring you up to speed on some of the issues that have been raised even before we bounced back on the show. And of course, this is still the Light TV show, and I have with me Barrister Ifeoma Chijioke. She is an Assistant Director and Head Social Justice Unit at the National Orientation Agency. There's been this trend of sex for grades. So what's your perception when all of these things started coming up? What came to your mind?
You know, usually I start with stories. I met a student sometime in the past. She was crying and walking towards a hotel. So I stopped her and asked her where she was going to. She said, after some persuasion, that a lecturer told her to go and book a hotel accommodation where two of them will stay so that she will not fail her exams. I became interested and of course excited about her story. I wanted to wade into the problem. When she saw where I was going, she said, please, I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. I want to graduate with my mates. Oh, please, mommy, please don't come in at all. I was angry.
Wow.
But you know how, that was how I left her. Because you cannot, of course, it is the person that is in trouble that will cry out to you before you go and help. So most of our girls this time around, honestly, I am sorry to say, most of our girls no longer enjoy hard work. We mustn't all be A students, Ify. An average student can always pass her exams conveniently if she works very hard.
Okay, now we have questions from members of the audience, and we'll take as many questions as possible. This one is from Modesta, and she says, what can be done to improve the system and get justice for victims of sexual abuse? That's in your jurisdiction, so I would like you to keep that while we get some other questions so you can take all of them together. Precious Chimili, please pop yours quickly in just 30 seconds.
This may not really be a question, but let me just
Contribution.
say that it's a contribution, yes, that the family, the background, needs to play a bigger part in instilling courage into these girls, because sometimes some of these girls don't want to do what they are doing, but they don't have a choice because this is all they see. This is the only thing that they see. And if not that I met you here today, I never really thought that there was anybody like this doing all of these things, paying attention to the victims and all that.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay, I'm sure you still,
To lend a voice to what you just said. As a girl, always remember that man can only delay your progress but can never stop it. Do you know you can kill a guy that wants to rape you? All it needs is for you to decide inside you that instead of this guy succeeding, I will take his life. Yes. As you take his life, that is -1.
I'm sure the guys don't agree. Daniel, please.
The good guys will agree.
Daniel, are you a good guy?
I highly agree.
Oh, okay. Oh, you do?
Encourage it.
Okay.
But all through my time in school, you know, from secondary to university, I never came across such topics like this. And believe you me that these are places where such informations are easily passed across. So how much is your agency doing to implement?
Okay, in sensitization. Thank you so much. Let's also add Kelechi Zone quickly to this, so Barrister can round off.
Good day, Barrister.
Good day, dear.
It's a really nice topic you are touching on, because as a girl, it's not really easy. Like you said, it's a man's world. Because I don't really know, I would say I don't even know who to blame. If it's the parents that use a lot of energy to train the girl child, or neglect that of their their male
children, yeah.
He had a male friend, born again, and she was raped under gunpoint. Why is it that anytime a girl wants to report such a case, the world in general see that girl as the bad, that she's the one that caused it?
Once you come to me that with the story that you're born again, I become very, very careful with you, because I now expect the worst from you. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian, but born agains, I don't want to even go to that. So that girl shouldn't have gone to his house in the first instance. I'm not saying girls shouldn't visit boys. It is better a girl visits a bad boy and have it inside her head that this boy is bad.
Yeah.
So anything can happen, because she'll be armed. Of course, she can have a long needle to protect herself, because she knows she's in the presence of a bad boy, than to go to and visit somebody that is carrying Bible, using it to put his head. I don't subscribe to that kind of rubbish. If they want to pray and read the word of God, they should go and do it in the church. That girl kind of didn't get things right. Do you understand? But that doesn't mean she shouldn't open up and tell people. That is what kills us. You want everybody, even on her wedding day, she wants to cover her face with the veil so that everybody will see she's a virgin. It's not very necessary. If that girl had picked up the courage to talk to her mom or to talk to her pastor, that guy, because that guy must have been doing it inside the church under the covers of the Bible.
Yes.
That is the worst. National Orientation Agency has a sensitization program. We've been going to primary and secondary schools because we believe in catching them young. What will go to them, the message we usually take to those schools, we talk about drug abuse and we talk about how they can take care of themselves in dicey situations.
Okay.
We've been doing it in most of the primary and secondary schools in Anambra State.
Okay.
Yes, we obtained permission from Asube.
Okay.
And they gave us the license.
And people can, maybe private school owners can still come.
Oh, sure. Private school owners can come to us. Just right.
So, Barrister, finally, what's your word to young people, male, female alike, who may have experienced this and who don't know if it's going to happen to them? Possibly they haven't, but what's your word to them, and what's your word also to the government?
My word,
and to the legal system.
My word to the individuals first. I want to use this opportunity to encourage girls, first of all, to avoid occasions where they will not be able to help themselves. Occasions that will encourage a compromise. Occasions that will make you regret your life. Don't ever go to such places. I want to encourage us, because all of us,
yes, we're part of it.
Yes, we're all part of the government. I want to encourage us to make our systems work. We have the rules, we have regulations, we know what is right. But most of the time we come from this perspective, this person did it and nothing happened, let me try it. Nothing will happen to me. And don't ever, as a young boy, get yourself involved in all this sexually harassing people, all these negative aspects of life. Try always to do something better for yourself, to live a good life. Because whatever you do that is negative will still come up. It will meet you somewhere in the future. If it doesn't happen to you, it will happen to your children. It could even happen to your daughter. If you raped somebody in the past, you will still get married and your young daughter will be raped.
That's right. I think she deserves a round of applause for. And then, thank you so much, Barrister. We appreciate you, and of course, from time to time, you definitely join us for conversations around the issues that you treat. Yeah, and on this note, we'll be flagging of the very next edition of the Light TV show Super Talent Contest. Guess what the topic is this time around? Guess. Okay, fine, you guessed right. The topic of our next Super Talent Contest is the price for sex. Is there a price? Is there a value that you can place on sex?
It's wonderful.
That is the topic. So go ahead and do what you have to do. Send us entries on this topic, whether write-ups, comedy skits, or anything that just jumps into your head. It could be a music clip that you did, not another person's clip though. And you could be our next winner. Go ahead to our social media platforms to get more details on how you can be part of what we do on the Light TV show, to be part of the live audience, or just to follow the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's the Light TV show. I am Ifeoma Chijioke, thanking you so much for being part of this. Keep watching the Light TV show.